That's off screen, right? You can't see that.
No, yeah, you're good. Well, feel comfortable? Feeling good?
Yeah, let's try and get yams in there. There we go.
All right. Well, I've already been recording, so we are not like I can edit all the shit out, obviously.
Okay.
Cool. Episode 1. Episode fucking 1. So, how's it feel?
Feels good. I feel like there's a lot of potential here.
I mean, we'll see. I think we're gonna need people. That's for sure.
Oh,
I think we're gonna need turd rats. I don't know. Did you get any messages from Hardwood Flow?
Yeah, he talked to me. I sent him your way. He said he wants to be on. I said, you could probably be our regional all things redneck expert. What is going on in the world of white people?
Yeah, because us two white people just wouldn't know.
Not about Florida. That Florida shit's different.
That's true. Well, if I get this job and move up to Indiana, it's gonna be whiter than white up there. Extra snowy white.
The palest of the pale come from the corn.
Ain't nobody wearing short socks.
Oh no.
Get Stipe Miocic white. I'm already pretty much there.
You're talking about Indiana. We're talking like you'd be lucky if half the motherfuckers are wearing socks. Period.
I don't like that.
Real stinky feet. Don't let them take your shoes off at your house. You'll fuck your whole carpet up.
So my wife and I coming up on the anniversary, and she bought herself her anniversary gift. You know what she bought? Speaking of white people.
Birkenstocks?
She already had them. She already done had them.
Sounds close.
She picked up a set of white Crocs. That's fucking terrible.
I have a burning, passionate hatred for all things Crocs. And now you're going to get white ones, which means there's going to be upkeep in keeping them white. So now you're going to have to put effort in to taking care of a pair of fucking Crocs. And that makes me more upset.
She seems to think it's really funny to put the back of the Crocs down in front of the foot. And that's normal mode, and then put it behind the ankle, and she calls that sport mode. She has the fucking stupid charm. She got like hot sauce and tacos, and it's terrible.
Is this something that the whites are doing? Is this like widespread?
I tend to not look at people's feet in the first place, but I'm assuming that it's quite white indeed.
Oh well,
white.
I guess is
quite
white. Hashtag quite white.
Quite white.
I'm going to be using that pretty prominently from now on going forward.
Good.
I feel like for contextual reasons, I need to point out that I do not leave my house, so I don't know what's going on in the world. And it's not because of COVID or the pandemic or anything of that nature. I just generally dislike people.
Yeah, I leave the house sometimes. So.
For essential things such as basketball, jiu-jitsu, and grocery store.
I've just been running, man.
Yeah, how's that going?
Today I made it a mile and a half straight, which is more than I have been doing. I had my stress test and stuff, so I've been cleared hot
Oh,
So
okay.
I've been running hot now. So we'll see if that changes the game. What's that
What's a
headline? Matt Chapman, top of the third, scored sick. A's are about to whoop that ass again today. Uh,
those
yeah,
boys?
the yeah, the run has been going good. The fucking stress test sucked. They fucking had me on 25% incline trying to run up this damn treadmill.
I was getting points and moment flash pieces from Mrs. Kano on the old fucking Snapchat.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Seeing you out there strapped up,
You mean Mama Glide?
Mama
That's what.
Glide.
That's her fucking call sign these days.
No,
She stole my Papa Glide, so I think I might have to go back to Elmer Mudd. But
well,
I'd be all right if she called herself Mrs. Mudd.
I'll co-sign that shit right now.
um, I forgot what I was gonna say to you.
What's the mile and a half looking like? We looking old
Oh,
school PT test style or real slow?
I could probably hit like an 11 and a half right now, so not all that good for me.
That's that's better than what I was fucking pulling out here.
You know me though.
Oh, I know.
I was pretty fucking good at one time. Um, so I'm trying to get back. We got a dude in our shop that runs a 9 flat. I was like, well, I want that. I want to run. I want an 8 in there.
That's
I
just
want
so
that first
fast.
digit to be 8. That'd be great. It's possible though. You think about like
Oh
I
yeah.
ran my best mile was a 5:20. I could probably squat 8 something.
Oh, it can be done. Like it's gonna take some training and a little bit of fucking willpower, but it can be done. It ain't gonna be fun.
I just don't want to end up skinnier than I am. That's what I'm scared of. You know how that shit goes.
No, I get it.
Your boy stays alive with carbs and just burns them off. So
Yeah, between I don't know who's more of a nutritional anomaly to me, you or my father, because you're out here eating Carl's Jr., the Mac Dubs, the fucking pizza, the how many fucking Domino's pizzas you get delivered to the fucking crib, and
when I
I
lived
don't
with
know.
you,
Yeah,
I lived with you. I literally when you were deployed, I at one time didn't clean my room enough because I was living my college life, and I probably had like 3 to 4 pizza boxes while I was playing 2K set up, empty, empty. Not a fucking pepperoni sitting in it.
just
I
stacking them up.
live in the real trash lifestyle. Bodie loved it though.
Now Bodie probably
For
fucking
those of
loved
you who
that
don't
shit.
know, Bodie's his oldest son, the dog, the destroyer.
Bodie's the old boy, just turned 9 years old, pure destruction and fucking savagery.
Yeah, he's getting old. Um, let's get into it. So what'd you think of the fights? Anything on the prelims that you thought was good to watch? I didn't watch that shit.
I was just loosely paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. Usually, I'm sitting down, dialed in, but yesterday I had a lot of stuff I was trying to get put together and get done. So I was just kind of looking around. Nothing that really caught my eye too much. I did notice there was seemed to not be very many submissions last night overall.
Lots of decisions. It seemed like
hmm
lots of decisions. Uh,
And
that fucking
generally,
small cage. That small cage changes shit. People
yeah,
don't people don't acknowledge it nearly as much, but the small cage means a huge deal.
especially we talk like I know the O'Malley fight didn't really go the way anyone anticipated, but that's the type of guy who wants that space, wants that room, set up them kicks. Look for his openings, his setups, kind of move his opponent where he needs him to be. That's just, it's not conducive to that fucking strategy.
I think he might have been in like the 10% population that called that fucking fight.
You talking about me taking Vera?
Yeah,
Yeah, not at all
that's
how I thought that was going to go down.
no. I mean, O'Malley really didn't even get to throw punches. He didn't get to the point where he was doing Sean O'Malley shit. So
Well, just to, to toot my own horn a little bit, toot toot. I thought on that whole matter was everyone's talking about the range and the reach difference, and when they faced off, how he showed the fucking reach, but no one was really talking about as far as kicks, which is what O'Malley likes to use mainly at range. He likes to use kicks, set everything up, the obliques, the stomps. Him and Vera are almost identical leg reach, and I don't think anyone really factored that in to how it like his setups and his entries. You know what I mean?
I would have liked to seen the hands get let loose, just to
Oh
see
yeah.
what actually would have happened. I O'Malley, that's in my book, that's barely a loss
Oh
on
no,
his
that I don't.
record.
That doesn't hurt his stock whatsoever. Like he's still
No,
straight. I wouldn't be
people. I mean,
surprised.
I was on the Instagram page scrolling through all the MMA news and run through people talking about, everyone thought, well, all these idiots thought he was actually good. It's like, what are you talking about?
He's still good.
He is actually good. It's just
Yeah.
we learned that what I learned is he's not super tough for one. He
Yes.
does not like to be damaged. No damage to Sean O'Malley. He is all sugar.
He really. And shout out to Garbrandt. Do you see what Garbrandt was posting up on Twitter?
No.
I don't have it here right in front of me, so I'm gonna paraphrase. But basically, it's a little one-liner. He says, something like, "Not everyone's ready for war," or anything like something like that. And he hashtag sugar-free.
It's interesting when Cody Garbrandt likes to go to sleep during the middle of a war.
Yeah, he does. But at least he goes to war because
He's
nothing
there and then
felt
he
too.
takes a nap.
That's true.
We'll see though. We'll see because I think he's making a good choice by moving down a class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's kind of on the small end for 135.
He's just gonna annihilate that division.
I think
Then
he
he's gonna
is.
be all there by himself, which is gonna suck. And he's gonna
Mm.
probably end up facing TJ when TJ comes back because that's got to
Now,
happen.
oh, it's got to happen. And
It has to happen.
what do you think the chances are that him going to 125 to get the title fight with Figueroa? I probably said that wrong. Fuck you. I can't say shit right. Do you think that's strategy to like skip the 135 line because if he wins the 125 strap, champion for champion, like
That's just
jump
it.
jump
I think
everybody
it's good.
else?
I think I think that's good because I think he Dana would be stupid not to just give him a title shot at that weight class anyway.
Yeah,
He should just give him the 25, right? That's the right weight class.
flyweight.
I'm not. Yeah, he should just give him the 25 ship chance anyway. It's not like the division's crazy competitive, and
Yeah,
then let him knock the dude out because we already know it's going to happen because I watched that fight
yeah, that.
and they look
Yeah.
soft.
Mm-hmm.
It, I think Paige Van Zant would have lasted a round in that fight. That's me bullshit. She wouldn't, but that's uh, you get what I'm saying. It's just
Yeah,
you go down far enough and you get into where people don't have the power. It's all accuracy based striking, and you throw
timing,
Cody in there.
speed, uh, clean house. We're done
Yeah,
here.
it's like he might as well just go kill it because wasn't that the goal anyway? Wasn't TJ supposed to be trying to clean out the division?
Essentially, that's what
Wasn't that what he was
that was
there to
the
do?
that was the lay of the land. TJ's coming down here to prove that 125 weight class ain't
And
shit.
he lost to Henry, right?
Yeah, but that was like TJ borderline fucking looked like he's about to die
Was
making
that at
that weight.
25 though? I don't
That was,
remember. That was
that
at
was a,
25 for the belt,
and
right?
that's the argument is for the belt at 125. But like Dillashaw looked like trash. He was so depleted. He hadn't ate in like days to get down there. I don't know if that's true, but he looked like shit. He couldn't take a shot. Then we find out he's on EPO because he couldn't make the weight, so he needed EPO to help cut the weight. And it's just all bad.
Right. Yeah, I think if you're Cody, you let TJ get involved at Bantam, right? Because I
Yeah,
think honestly, I think TJ Yan would be killer. I think
that's a
TJ
good
could
fight.
clean out most of the top 10. He's we're all forgetting that TJ is actually fucking good. Steroids or not, he's
Yeah.
actually fucking good.
Steroids and pissy demeanor aside, that man can fucking fight.
Right. And he does rise to the occasion most of the time as far as he talks shit and still happens to show up. So I don't blame him on that.
That's
So I think if you're Cody, it is a smart move. Jump the line, let TJ fight nonsense. If TJ ends up, being a number two, I think if TJ beats a contender and Cody got the belt, I think they put Cody on before they put TJ. I think they would do that before to try to unify the belt and get 25 over with.
Well, and look at Garbrandt too for 125. Who at 125 is really like a draw other than Cejudo?
Yeah, but Henry's
Garbrandt.
gone, and people hate to watch Henry. I know a lot of people that are like, Henry Cejudo is slightly better than Tyron Woodley to watch.
Oh, exactly.
Slightly better, and only when he fights like Dominic Cruz or
someone who's kind of feeding,
Arias.
They have a following to go with, because he's not doing it all by himself.
Yeah, I'm glad Henry's gone.
But to my point,
speaking of Tyron, who's he fighting again?
Unofficial.
No, Dana just said it last night.
Yeah,
Dana said it's going.
Oh, did he? I missed the press conference, but
yeah,
it's Colby, him and Colby.
Oof.
Like, I don't know if that's a good fight for Tyron because he's been having problems with these wrestlers. Like,
yeah, but Colby, is his jaw good? Is he good now?
I don't give a fuck about that dude at all. I don't want to see T Wood come out here and get wrestle fucked to death by Colby Covington of all people. Like, that's a good fight for Woodley if he can like get in his head and be like, all right, let's get back to cracking dudes in the fucking face with that right hand. You know what I mean? But
are they putting that on a fight night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so disrespectful.
That's how it goes.
That's so disrespectful. I love it. It makes me happy because I hate both of them. I don't like Colby Covington and I don't like Tyron Woodley. And Colby Covington is one of the leading contenders for the belt anyway, because his last fight was for the strap, and he went 4.5?
Yeah.
Before it got stopped.
Possibly some of the worst boxing I've ever seen in an MMA fight, and that includes Ronda Rousey fights.
And then you throw Woodley, who is the most unconfident champion to ever grace MMA.
Yeah, he's got to get his shit together.
It just looks like he just is like a sparring partner now when he fights people. So it's like, okay, let's put them on a fight night. Tyron Woodley's got to be like, I can't even get a pay-per-view with it.
Well, and if
2 years ago I was bitching about not having respect, and now I'm not even on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, speaking of respect,
fuck you, Tyron Woodley. Fuck you.
Colby's already making comments to Woodley's mom, Mama Woodley. I was like, if that doesn't fire you up and turn your career around, then if T Wood doesn't come out and drop Colby, put him away, finish him, just
fire him up to do what though? Throw right hands that are telegraphed? What's he gonna do?
It's Colby.
Colby Covington, so maybe it'll work. You're right.
That's what
you're
I'm
right.
saying. That'll probably work. But I mean, if you can't get up to fight Colby after all the bad blood, all the bad words, and now he's saying shit about your mom, who might be the nicest mom in all of MMA. If you can't get up to fight that dude,
McNabb's mom or what? Is she Campbell's chunky mom?
You don't remember her behind the scenes when Marty, fake newsman, fucking beat him for the strap?
No.
Oh, she came up to Usman and gave him a hug and this nice speech saying it's your time now, it's not his time anymore, yada yada yada.
So who's nicer, Woodley's mom or Cowboy's grandma?
Oh, Woodley's mom's probably nicer because I feel like Cowboy's grandma will smack you in your fucking shit if you said something like her.
Oh my god.
She ain't playing around.
We just need somebody to beat Kamaru. Come on.
I
Somebody.
would I would like to see Jorge run it back. Not right away, obviously, but a fight or two.
Somebody. Need somebody. I don't care who it is.
It'll be. You want to see some
Move
wrestling?
up. I want him to
Let's
move up.
let's get what's his name, Makashedov or where the fuck old boy that fought in 3 days.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that guy. That guy
Jump the
looks
line.
like he looks like he has actual savagery, as opposed to Marty and his fake savagery. So,
Well, they're out here calling him Little Khabib, even though he's bigger than Khabib. But I guess
he's
it's
way
like
more unstable, it seems like, than Khabib.
you look in those fucking eyes. There's craziness in there.
Yeah, he looks like he don't take his meds, which, right on you. Don't take them. Don't take them. You don't need that shit.
He's like Kanye trying to put together an album. Just flushes bitches down the toilet.
You hear this? They're like, Kanye, I feel like he just hears sounds. He's like, that'll be all right. That is bad. One note on the keyboard at a Sunday service.
This is the whole album. No words, no sounds. Just this fucking note. Ding, 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 ding.
Kanye, what happened to that guy? Did he? It's you know why he ran out of Otis Redding samples.
Well, I think was it Jay-Z like the only thing holding that man together? And once he like they split ways, it's just off the fucking rails.
Once he went natural with his hair, and started watching basketball purely. Started trying to be a sports agent.
Pretty much once Beyonce said,
No
hey,
hate on that. No hate on the natural, by the way. I think it's actually a better look for Jay-Z considering he is an ugly motherfucker as is, and you can quote me on that because I'm pretty sure Beyonce. I don't know what the hell she sees in that man. I don't. It makes no sense.
I mean, he's Jay-Z, but I guess that covers it. Like,
Oh yeah,
he looks busted as fuck, but he's Jay-Z.
She got money too. I don't understand. Beyonce, feel free to comment and like and subscribe. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to plug. Like, we can put links nowhere, but you heard me. Just let us know. I don't actually want to talk to you. I'm married. You ain't worth it.
Lemonade.
One of the other things that I was looking at during the comments section is obviously people are saying that Daniel, the eye poke, he's the second greatest eye poke of all time. That also got dethroned last night. They're saying he got robbed. I'm seeing a lot of people saying he was robbed, and that 49-46 was the score.
Two cards
right?
said it like that.
49-46 was wrong.
Who the fuck thinks that's a robbery?
Yeah, I got a left hook for Daniel. You're second best at almost everything you do. Second best commentator, second best eye pokes, second best heavyweight, second best MMA fighter of all time.
Don't you be coming out here with no gold chains, no gold rollies, no gold teeth. Silver everything for you, you fat fuck.
And you know what? And I think DC has a skill set, but DC, something about him makes him second best at almost everything. I think it's either just the existence of other people. That must be it.
I think John Jones is just permanently in that man's head and he'll never leave. John lives here and he's never coming out. Ever. DC's going to be in a retirement home one day and still be thinking about John Jones.
Before the fight, I love reading Instagram comments because you get a good feel of what the trolls have to say, and then you get a good feel of what the actual public has to say. Facebook has gone mostly to troll or political nonsense, so Instagram seems to be the spot to where I can catch the vibe.
You're right, but on that note, real quick, if you want to talk shit about me on Instagram and all that, I'm here for it. Drop your addy in the link because I'm not gonna respond. I'm just gonna pull up at your fucking house.
All right. Well,
As you were saying though,
we those are threats. Enjoy. People were commenting before the fights that John Jones' steroid usage is still tainting the legacy of DC. DC has made his own bed. Not only that, but I have another point. If DC's fat ass can make light heavy, how is that not as performance enhancing as having a few picograms in your system? I mean, get real, dog. If you're gonna, what did he weigh in at? It was not light. That boy was hefty.
Low 230s, 233, I think, something like that.
That boy has some weight on him.
Him and Stipe are the same weight. Stipe's 5 inches taller than him,
and he's you drop weight, it's just as performance enhancing, in my opinion, in my amateur opinion, my recreational opinion, that if you cut weight, you are enhancing your performance at a lower weight class. It's just a legal way of performance enhancing. It's just one of the right ways to do it.
Exactly. You know? And it's been talked about before.
Hot. It's like icy hot. Oh, it makes you less sore. That doesn't mean it doesn't help you out, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, let's be honest. Good example here. Sean O'Malley, Marlon Vera, 5'8", 6 foot tall, weighing in the same thing. Sean O'Malley does not weigh 135 pounds when he fights anybody ever. So why are we pretending that that man weighs 135?
I am smaller than Sean O'Malley, and I weigh more than 135.
That's what I'm saying. We're just saying that because he's young enough and hasn't abused his body well enough that he gets this pass to fight smaller people because he can suffer for a day before. Not downplaying how hard it is to weight cut, because that shit's fucking terrible. I never want.
Yeah, for sure. Like, as a wrestler, I'll vouch for that. That I didn't have to participate because your boy was skinny as fuck, so I wasn't allowed to weight cut because the state of California. There's the destroyer.
He's here.
But
private security. Hey. Yep. This is a nobody.
No hate on weight cutting because we know that shit's hard. Obviously, dropping 20 pounds like Masvidal and shit like that, that's fucking hard. But stop acting like performance-enhancing drugs do something out of line. It's like the whole Barry Bonds argument that he all of a sudden could hit home runs now that he was fucking on the juice.
Yeah, just because I'm juiced up doesn't mean I can hit a 94-mile-per-hour fastball.
Outside of the zone. They were throwing him outside of the zone and he was cranking him.
Reaching for him.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm sick of the performance-enhancing drug tainting people's legacies when the skill set was obviously what won.
Yeah, no compilation of picograms or cocaine put that left shin across fucking Daniel's temple.
None.
After John told him, I'm going to kick you in the fucking head. And he's like, I'm not going to let you kick me in my head, John. Well, he kicked you in the head. So was that the steroids?
He waited, too.
He set it up nicely. Shit up.
John is still the best ever. On that note, Reyes deserves a rematch. As much as I want to see John go fight Stipe and skip fucking Francis Ngannou and the Reyes fight, Reyes deserves a shot. I think Reyes is going to get his ass whooped, but I think Reyes deserves a shot.
I don't think he's going to get his shot.
You don't think so? It's too much money to have John fight for a strap at heavyweight, though. I mean, Dana says Francis deserves a shot, and of course everyone's going to come watch Francis and all that shit, but you know the pay-per-view fight is to sell, is either put both those fights on the same fucking card, which would be amazing.
Shut up and take my fucking money.
Or line it up. Which I say you put Reyes as a co-main against John and Stipe and Ngannou all in the same fucking fight.
Well,
Along with, I would love a triple header again with a three belter. I don't care if you put Amanda in there to beat some poor woman again, but I would love a three title fight again.
well, first of all, I think Amanda Nunes should retire because I can't take watching her beat the fuck out of her opponents like that. That last one was hard to watch, and I love violence. I love this shit. I just wanted it to end. I was like, stop hitting her. Just stop.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know why? Because she probably deserves that. I don't know what she deserves it for, but
Canadian.
we all do fucked up shit. I know. I probably deserve Amanda Nunes fucking beat down. Amanda Nunes. You can comment on there. Hit me up if you want to whoop my ass. I'm trying to get famous, so that works for me.
If you want to spar, drop a link. I'll come sign the waiver.
I'm trying to fucking spar with you.
I'm going to take this moment to shout out my boy, Platinum Mike Perry. He's always telling me to show up, sign the waiver, get at me, hit my DMs. I'll be there, son. We'll set something up. Stream it maybe.
For free. Left hook for free. You don't get rights and they're half off.
Somebody's going to sleep. It'll probably be me.
Probably.
And I'm all right with that.
That's fine. Well, we'll do that live on Instagram. In Seattle because they just let you fight.
Hell yeah. Actually, we'll do that shit at Disneyland.
In the bubble?
In the bubble.
So my pops, the guy, the physician in charge of the bubble, my dad knows that guy from medical school. They're
Small
friends.
fucking world. Small world.
That's fucking wild.
Does he have any bubble insight, or can't really talk about that shit probably?
I don't know, but I want to know if he's the one that decided that that Kendall Jenner wasn't allowed to get fucked by any of the teams.
Maybe that's why the Suns went 8-0 in the bubble.
Yeah, because
she's out here, flirting with old D Book on Instagram over some fucking strawberries.
Yeah, I was. I don't know if you saw my comment on Facebook, but I said the rookies are going to have a hard season this year. It's going to be real hard.
Didn't somebody just got busted trying to sneak an old thought in on the Seattle Seahawks, right?
Who?
I don't remember.
I don't know who.
I caught a piece of it saying like she tried to put him in like some fucking merch and apparel. And act like she was like
Russell Wilson's ex-wife, another wide receiver hitting that.
Oh man, that'd be fucked up.
Shout out Golden Tate.
Shout out Golden Tate.
Way to do that.
Baby
Always
future.
Appreciated that rumor. NFL, you playing fantasy this year?
Playing fantasy. It's a little different. No money.
No money.
No money. No in-person
My original
draft.
nickname.
But yeah, it's hard to play, fantasy football this year for money when it's all up in the air and you don't know who's going to do what. So
I'm 50 deep. 50 deep because I'm in a dynasty league.
Oh, is that the one where you usually end up wearing a dress to watch the Super Bowl?
No, I ain't in that league no more. I
probably
wore the dress.
Good move.
Three-time dress winner, so we're not there anymore. This one I actually do well in.
Well,
this one I
for
actually,
those of you, I'll go ahead. My bad. I was gonna say those of you that follow the Instagram page, I'll drop a little photo in there for y'all. Get a little taste of that.
Y'all, which one are you gonna drop? My black dress.
I got the black one on the back of the sport bike.
That one was a good one. That was a good one.
You had
riding a motorcycle in dress.
You had my very, very stoic father visibly uncomfortable when you wore that fucking dress in Hooters and you came walking out. Like half of him was up. He was like pleased and, amused. The other half was like desperately uncomfortable that you were sitting with him.
I mean, he could have just asked if he wanted to touch. It's all good. I mean, it's just man to man. Neither one of us went to Penn State, so this is safe.
That's true. It's very true.
And I'm not Catholic anymore, so.
Hey, shout out all them altar boys. Condolences.
Yeah, the alts, if you will. I like calling them alts.
Hope the Vatican's.
Isn't that like a slang term for people that have like a different gender? Alt.
Not sure.
That's
I'm pretty
something.
fluid.
I'm not really sure, but I know that's a weird, one of those weird statements that you can call somebody.
Why is it gotta be weird?
Altar boys now, alts. That's what they should be called.
If that's the move to get a $200,000 settlement from the Vatican, I mean,
200.
That's I've seen some where they're paying out 200.
I will wear my Sunday's best with a shirt that says vacancy available for 200.
Well, it was fun having a podcast, and we've now been canceled.
Whatever. Hey, we don't have viewers, and if Joey Diaz can talk about getting blowjobs for set time, I can talk about wearing a shirt that tries to make priests want me. I mean, am I not allowed to express myself sexually?
You're right.
Even for money, isn't that considered a sex worker at that point?
Oh.
Why are you hating on me?
Oh, I'm not hating. I support all OnlyFans accounts. Do your thing. I'm not subscribing, but do your thing.
The also fuck Sauce Walker. You heard it here. Stop staring in the sun. You wouldn't know you need those damn Cartier glasses, and also lose some weight because he's trying to look like Gucci Mane out here.
Them glasses were fire.
Come on, bro.
The big old fucking
The square little ones with the red frames on them.
1990s.
Bro,
got the fucking rocks on there, dripping, splashing. I co-sign that shit all day.
He looks like the type of. Those look like the glasses that a woman that was trying to be a successful real estate agent without quite yet having clients. That's
she wanted to be a successful real estate agent, realized that shit way too hard, started an OnlyFans, got fucking paid, and put the fucking rocks on them joints. That's what it looks like.
I disagree. They look like shit.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm in a keeper league. Three-man keeper league. And I did not pick my keepers. So I got my keepers auto-assigned. And I don't know how I feel about it.
Who'd you get?
I got Julio Jones, I hope.
How long, question, is it one season and then you switch your keepers every year?
Yeah, you can pick your new keepers. Yeah.
Okay.
From your previous roster, obviously.
I didn't know if there's a time frame, because Julio's still the man, but he's getting up there.
He'll be fine. I got Ezekiel Elliott for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one I was going to pick Stephon Diggs on Buffalo, but I got auto-picked because I fucked up, and I have Todd Gurley on Atlanta. So I'm praying that works out. Because when he's good, he's MVP quality. But when he's bad...
When he's good.
So this draft is going to have to be real. But at least I got running backs, because those are hard to come by. Especially in a keeper league.
That's true.
Gurley as a running back too, that's not that bad. It could be worse.
It could be worse, but we'll have to, at the end of last year, man, I don't know what was
it could be Frank Gore. Shout out Frank Gore, 6 on your Waterlick exam. I don't forget that shit.
Hey, shout out to Frank Gore, because last year he hooked me up with a couple 12-point games in a weird spot. So
I thought you were gonna say something else, like you fucking knew that guy somewhere. I never know with you. Sometimes you know weird people.
I've met a fair share of odd individuals. Like very sporadically too. Never in a good way, it seems. Never in a good terms.
Yeah.
Shout out
What
Terrell
do I
Pryor.
have? Terrell Pryor. Now, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Hey, that game back what was that? That was we were in tech school for the Air Force. That'd be 2011. That game he played almost got me kicked out of the Air Force. I was that turned up, bailing through them dormitories, yelling, screaming.
I was not around for that. I
I
was
think
probably in Florida.
you were in Florida, and our boy Andy was out there videotaping me coming up the thing, just wiling out. So Andy, you got that clip? Send it on over. We might need that.
Yeah. Be careful. We may or may not have some crazy clips out there. Shout out OSI, our main sponsors. We will give you money if you need money. I'm just kidding.
Next time you want to tap my phone, just tell me.
Yeah,
I'll make it
just
easier.
tell me. How's Rico been, by the way?
They don't play these fucking games when I'm out here just joking around, man. You want to know something? Just ask me. I'll tell you.
Yeah. They're like, Rico. Who is Rico?
It's a. We're gonna talk about that story then.
I have my investigation coming up. So that'll be interesting.
For your
My
clearance.
Yeah. I should be fine.
I think mine's up too. This year.
10 years. So.
Yeah.
Great.
Fun stuff.
So who you're eyeing in fantasy, and in your freebie game? Who's your number one? No, do you know what pick you got yet?
Not yet. I think we're about a week out. I gotta check. I actually need to check in on that. I'm glad you said something. But I went number one last year and took old Saquon.
Ooh, he did. Ooh,
it hurt.
Day. Should have picked my boy.
I was teetering between the two, and if you remember, I called you.
You did.
I was like, who do you do? And we pulled the trigger on Barkley, and we fucked up.
I remember that conversation. I'm sorry that I led you astray. I said Barkley just because Barkley's a fucking savage.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to at that point in time. It's like either choice at the moment was like golden. You know what I mean?
He's a fucking savage.
No,
but Christian has proven himself thus far extremely reliable.
Yeah, last year was like he stapled that he's that dude, and he can. He can do this consistently.
And this year, he has Teddy. Check down Teddy.
Check down Teddy.
It's going to be real. Either McCaffrey gets injured or he makes another bid for MVP.
Yeah, especially if you're playing PPR leagues and he's not the number one pick. What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
I picked Cole Beasley. Just kidding. Number one pick. Second string wide receiver. No, that would be a terrible idea. I have no idea. I have not been researching fantasy all that much. I only know who the guys who are the shit are, but I'm worried about this season just because all the COVID stuff. It's going to be wild.
Yeah. I mean, for me, the big name I'm looking at, other than your number one picks, obviously Christian McCaffrey, things like that nature. But your mid-tier leadoff, I'm thinking Mike Evans down there with old Tommy. That might be the move.
That's going to be the safety blanket.
Yeah.
Him and Gronk as a safety blanket. They still have Humphreys? Isn't that his name?
I don't know if he's still there, but Godwin had to break out. He was all over the place last year, and Evans was kind of hit and miss, mostly fucking miss. But with Tom out there and all that going on, I feel like he's might be sleeping. Come through some big points.
We'll see how the coaching works. See how it works. That's kind of the key. I mean, Peyton Manning, when he went to a different team, had success. So Tom should have success, especially since he can throw a spiral.
Yeah. Well,
Peyton couldn't throw anything, but he could throw it end over end because he knew what the fuck was going on.
I don't even know how that guy's a quarterback in the NFL.
Who?
Winston.
Oh,
How is
Jameis?
Yeah, how is he a quarterback in the NFL? Like, what are we like? Who does he know? Whose dick is he sucking to keep his fucking job?
He was a number one pick. He gets a lot of rope.
You don't deserve it.
He gets a lot of rope for being number one. That's how that goes. They're not willing to just get rid of it because they put money in him. So it's like, well, keep him around for a little bit.
Yeah, I bet he's great at the holiday party too.
Maybe he's fun. Maybe that's why. Maybe
He definitely seems like a fun guy.
he
Not at
gets
work
cheap.
though.
He gets free crab legs. So
That's what I'm saying. He knows how to have a good time. Just not throw a football.
yeah, he knows how to throw it. Hey, he had more. He had.
More
He went 30
completions
for
to the
30.
Saints.
He went 30 for 30. He had 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Balanced.
Like
all
seems
things
like
are supposed to be.
yes, the yin and yang is Jameis Winston. Boy,
He's the Anakin Skywalker of the NFL.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the Anakin Skywalker of the NFL. That'd be a hard one to pick.
Yeah, you got because you got to be good. Because you know what I mean. You got to
He's
have
got
the
to be
skill,
really good.
and you got to be fucked up at the same time.
He's got to be really good, but also be really, really bad.
I don't even know who that'd be. What about NBA? Who's the Anakin Skywalker of the NBA?
Was or is
Either or, because
Gilbert
yeah,
Arenas?
Agent Zero definitely the Anakin Skywalker.
For sure.
Oh yeah, lights out shooter, fucking great on the court presence, game changer in the locker room. Got the fucking bangers.
Patrick Beverly is the Jar Jar Binks of the NBA.
Yeah, he says a lot of dumb shit and only does good things on accident. So yeah, that's a good call.
I like that. That's a good game. Too bad we can't play it again. That'll be too cliche.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of what else we can talk about. Anything crazy going on in the Husky world?
Well, not too much. Just eating, working out slightly, just enough to keep the husky firm.
I barbecued yesterday.
Oh yeah, you got the charcoal.
No, I went to my parents' house. My wife and I went, and I had that butcher box, and I got sent a top sirloin cap, and I was like, "What the fuck do I do with this?" Right, so I Googled it, and it came up picanha, which is a Brazilian barbecue thing, and you cut it into
Okay.
like thirds, and it has this big fat strip on it. Shit was fucking good.
Did you go hot and fast or low and slow?
Well, it's supposed to be cooked a lot like a steak,
Oh, okay.
so I cooked it pretty fast. It
I
was,
got you.
but it was good. Like I said, because you slice it into like pretty thin pieces. So it's almost like a prime rib.
Oh, okay.
Um, it almost like works like that.
Now, would you
Recommend that
say?
shit.
I don't know what's the cost effectiveness. Like, is that something that you'd be willing to pay for if it didn't come complimentary?
Like, would I
Like,
be
if you had
willing to
to,
go buy that piece of meat?
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
for
don't
sure.
know.
It's not even that expensive.
That was basically what I was asking. I didn't know what they were charging for that thing.
No, I mean it's not really all that expensive at all.
Oh, okay.
I think I was finding it like a 3-pounder for like $40. Pretty good sized piece of meat.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I fuck with that.
Yeah. Not. I wasn't able to get the skewer for it, but what you're supposed to do is like cut it into thirds, and then they have these flat Brazilian skewers, which you put through all three of them like a kebab, And you basically cook it on an open flame is what you want, and then you flip it, and it's a flat skewer, so it's able to sit above the grill like on you have an egg, so you would take the grate out of the egg
I got you.
and have the fire going and set it across the egg.
I like that.
That's pretty good, man. I recommend it.
I might have to check that out. What else you been up to? I see. We talked earlier. You finally back to the running and all that. You got any like goals out there? You gonna run a marathon, half marathon?
I'd like to run a marathon, but see how I've been struggling to get to where I can run aerobically.
Yeah.
I just want to get in shape again, man. It just feels good to be in shape.
You're right. Especially times like these when we got COVID out here on all the pants.
Especially like, so for instance, I called you yesterday. But you know, Michaela's family, there's some interesting folks and then there's some uninteresting folks. We mostly hang out with the semi-interesting folks.
Stop eating, Patrick.
Well, I guess the trailer park side of her family was talking shit, saying that they make the most money out of the family and all this, and all the girls in the family don't work. And Michaela was like, she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, we kill compared to you, right? So of course they got mad. And Michaela, she talks shit. She's like, run up there. And the dude was like, okay, I'll run up. And I'm sitting there like, no, this is a bad idea for you. This man,
Proceed.
his left eye is made of glass, literally. He cannot see out of his left eye.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
I was called to ask you how bad of an idea that would be for that man to show up, because people were like, really? Like, I need somebody to have my back on this. I'm not a big dude, but if you come to me with one eye,
Well, now, clearly, I know nothing about the attributes or stats on this man. Well, what I do know is...
likes to drink, lives in a trailer park.
All right, leg kicks. I'm leading. My advice to you would be: you lead with the leg kick. You chop the leg.
Just
he
to
looks
see what
down.
happens.
Just to see what happens. We're setting the tone. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm gonna run
Does
up.
he look down though?
Can he look down? Because he has one eye, and I'm throwing the leg kick, and good eye goes down. I'm serving the right hand directly to that glass eye and trying to shatter that bitch inside there.
Because it's the left one is glass. If there's any sort of stance going on, that's right side.
Because if he comes out southpaw, I'm saying take that right shin and just bury it across that fucking sugar alcohol belly. Let that visceral fat just shut down that system.
I was thinking worst case scenario is I get in trouble and I pull a DC and just extend and close my eyes. Just set it out there. Just turn out the lights and start poking.
Now, I don't know about the moral high ground of this comment I'm about to make, but if you whoop his ass, is it acceptable to take the eye as a souvenir? Like, that's mine now. Like, you whoop his ass, he's laid out on the ground, he's like, I don't want no more, I don't want no more. You just scoop it, and like, well, that shit's mine. Get off my lawn.
The thing that would concern me is that I would feel like there's a chance that if I put that up on display in my house, that he could still see me.
Ooh. Like in Lord of the Rings, where Sauron's got the fucking stones and Saruman's just like, every once in a while you just walk by and you can smell booze and you're like, what is that? And like, oh shit, it's coming from the eye.
Yeah, I just, I don't want to be looked at. Not like that. I don't like to be stared at. He doesn't really stare at me now. I've met him before. He's He likes to play darts, which is also funny because I don't know how he gauges things.
Maybe that's why he has one eye.
I don't know what happened to his eye. I asked before, but I didn't care enough to remember.
That's fair.
You know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I called Brian instead.
Wearing it on a chain.
Wearing the eye on a chain.
Yeah, just get that on a chain, you know, with like some diamonds around it, kind of like one of them jade pieces. But it's just the eye, a little bit, you know, put it in a little capsule, let it like free float around.
I think a ring would be better.
That'd be a baller ass ring. Like a
It'd be
double.
Huge.
Do like the double fucking finger ring with just that eyeball in there.
No, a nipple ring.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Just dangle it right here. Is that an eye? I stole it.
I'll be worried about droopage. Like now you got one titty that's starting to droop lower than the other one from all that weight.
I don't want to say why you're worried about droopage, but it probably has something to do with that you actually have meat to hang off of.
Oh, there's some meat hanging over here, I'll tell you that.
Mine's just
and
skin.
It ain't the good kind. Just skin.
I don't know. I'll probably give it as a gift or something. Like maybe see him like next Christmas or something. Like, here's your eye back. Kind of like Mike Tyson when he's like, I brought your ear back, Evander.
You know, and that kind of, you know, that says a lot about who you are as a person. It's like you were talking shit. You came up here. You got dealt with. I took my souvenir because I own you now. So I need a piece. I need something that lets you know that. And then, you know, let some time go by, feelings settle, and you're like, here, have your eye back because I'm a good person.
I'm going to keep this until you've earned it. Like a parent.
I'm incentivizing you to change your ways and better your own existence.
Yeah, he was an upset person. And of course, my wife talks a gang of shit.
Good. I appreciate that.
More shit than sometimes I'm comfortable with because I'm like, well, you're going to make me go to jail.
Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I posted. I was on the group chat with some of the people, and I posted because they were talking about my money, so I posted the Ric Flair video.
Woo!
That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Fucking Ric Flair, man.
That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. I don't know what that costs, but I'd be ashamed to wear it.
I'd be ashamed to wear
it. Yeah, so that was fun. Too bad you didn't answer. I was super hyped. Brian answered, and Brian was like, "This is one of the worst days, too." He's like, "It's a fight night."
I don't know about you guys.
That's even worse.
When there's fights like that, you know, arguably the fight of the year, right? Stipe DC3. I'm on edge all day. I'm yiked
You
up.
mean O'Malley Cheeto won? Fight of the year.
Ew. Stop that.
I'm not even tripping.
You know, you got to watch. I can't be doing certain things on days like that. I might be at the grocery store. Old man wants to bump me for some diced tomatoes. I'm like, you trying to fucking get it right here, fucking Rudolph?
You buy diced tomatoes?
You red-eyed? You know, fuck yeah, I buy diced tomatoes.
You buy diced tomatoes. You don't dice your own tomatoes?
Depends. If I have a recipe, and I'll get the tomatoes and dice them myself. But I keep the pantry ready in case I'm just spur of the moment. I want some, you know.
Did you end up buying a good knife?
No, not yet.
No.
Eventually.
Wait. Of course, I was using mine yesterday while I was slicing beef, and I had my stepdad use it to cut watermelon. And I was like, how'd that feel? And he was like butter. I was like, yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Shout out Pops for giving me that knife.
Yep. I need to step my culinary game up.
Yeah. I mean, you like to cook, might as well have the tools.
I do. I'm out here, you know, trying to be middle class with fucking poor people tools. It's hard.
Middle class, there ain't no middle class anymore. You're just living good on the low end. It's not in the middle. And none of us in the middle no more.
I had to tell Jer Bear, keep his names off the streets. I was like, I'm your poorest friend. I'm your poor.
I'm your poorest friend.
Came to that realization the other day in the office. I was like, he's out here just fucking balling out of control, just talking about his lifestyle. I'm like, I just realized I'm your poorest friend.
Shout out the A's, up 6-2 right now. They keep fucking putting them away. Bring the brooms out.
Are we gonna get a World Series? Like, what's gonna happen here?
I don't care. I don't really care. I'm just enjoying the moment.
That's true. We went so long without like sports other than UFC, but just gotta enjoy it while we got it, I guess.
At least we had people fighting.
Yeah.
With all the chaos in the world, can I just watch people get their asses beat? That made me feel good.
I mean, could that have been better timing for the UFC as an organization, having just signed with ESPN not that long ago, and boom, you're the only fucking major sports brand out there on ESPN every week.
My dad was bitching about how the sports teams have the ability to have all these tests, but the general public
can't
barely get a test. He was like pretty upset about it. But
I know personally.
Me in my heart, I was like, it's okay. I was like, it's okay. I'm okay with sports being the priority. I hate to say it. It's not good for the world, but something about my brain, I still want sports, even if I die, because I can't get a test. The test ain't going to save me anyway. Let's be real.
I mean, getting tested doesn't.
It may save somebody else, so I'm not knocking that shit.
Yeah, that's messy. That's messy territory. But if you're concerned, a test isn't going to make you not have it. You know what I mean? So if you're concerned that you might have it, then just stay the fuck at home.
Right.
You don't need to be at Sam's Club buying all the fucking toilet paper. I still don't understand that whole bullshit. Like, why are we buying toilet paper? Y'all just going to start shitting more?
You could. When I get anxious, I shit. So maybe they were just feeling real anxious.
Maybe they're drinking that fucking almond milk, fucking cinnamon cold brew out there from Starbucks like I had this morning. Boy,
too many descriptive words. That was too many descriptive words before
That's definitely
coffee.
not what it's called. It's definitely not what it's called either, but
I'll take the cheesy bread Asiago turkey sandwich with lemon water, zest, and tomatoes sandwich. Is that how you order sandwiches?
No, usually when I go to the drive-thru, it's like, oh, another one. And they're like, what? Like, oh, another one. They're like, what? And then it's like, will you order this for me? And whoever's in the passenger seat has to lean across and order my food for me, like I'm a fucking retarded child. Excuse me, can't say retarded. Like I'm a Cajun child.
You're what? Like Cajun child? Is that...
Yeah, we can't say retarded, so like, what's the second closest thing?
Shout out Tom Segura.
Cajun.
Is that Tom Segura?
Oh yeah, I definitely stole that shit.
Shout out Tom.
Straight off.
One day, we will be on the podcast with you on your mom's house, and I guarantee you will not hear more foul things from any other guests. At me.
I'm gonna fight Bert on air. Just know that.
Naked? Will you fight him naked?
His choice.
I don't know if I could fight Bert naked.
I can fight Bert naked.
I don't know. I'll fight Ari.
I don't know. He's shifty, man. I don't
Ari.
know about that guy.
No, not to hate on Ari, but I mean he's got that. What did Nate Diaz call? Didn't he call out somebody on their nose? What did he fucking say?
I don't remember. I know it's the
virgin nose or some shit. He said something like stupid.
That. Ari's got that thing's out there. That's
Shout out spot. Ari Shafir. I've been playing touch butt in the park. I'm ready for you. You know, in UFC, that on the game, that was an option for your training was touch butt in the park.
I actually just bought that game. I haven't even played it yet, but I did not know that.
On the box.
Yeah.
Got it on the box.
Oh yeah.
I might have to. You 3 or 4?
4. The new shit.
I didn't know. I didn't know even know it came out.
I think it just dropped on Friday. They're playing that tournament on ESPN2. Jorge Masvidal squared off against old Action Bronson. They had Max Holloway playing against Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Buress played as
As
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski. Yeah, he's just yelling. He's like, "Remember those leg kicks?"
Fucking asshole.
That's a cold move. I liked it.
Sometimes he's funny.
Sometimes.
Sometimes he's funny. Sometimes I'm like, I don't really fucking care.
I feel like episode 1, we're ripping off a lot of material and throwing shade. I'm enjoying this.
That's left hooks. Left hooks. They're free.
Always. Always.
You come at me, I can throw it as a check. You moving away, I can throw 1 through 1. I can do all kinds of dumb shit.
Bert comes at me with that half-gallon of Kool-Aid, throwing a knee right into the gut.
He's gonna be drunk, so you're gonna have a hard time.
Well, that's what I figured.
They're unpredictable.
I'd attack the soft belly like Daniel. That's what
Maybe we should. It might be a strategic move to have this planned in October, just so you know he's sober.
He's off the Tito's.
Get him while he's vulnerable, while he's unstable. That's the bird I want to see fight.
I want him off the Lexapro.
The fuck is Lexapro?
I know what you take when you're like anxious and depressed. That's the white people designer stuff, right?
To be honest with you, all I know that white people do is Xanax.
They definitely do that. Your child wants to go outside and play, Xanax. Your child doesn't listen when you tell him to clean his room, Xanax. Your child's hungry because you haven't given him lunch, and you're trying to, watch Indian Matchmaker on Netflix, Xanax.
Do you think rich white women track the calories on the pills they take?
Ooh, I don't know.
That just occurred to me. I mean, they're really counting them calories. You got to keep thin, because white women and they're not supposed to have no ass, right? That's traditional, right?
Traditional. There's some hybrids out there.
There's hybrids, but they're not supposed to. So to maintain the, what would you call that? The translucent figure. Got to be counting all the calories, right? Even the Xanax calories.
Now, I'm a regional moron on this subject matter, but I'm assuming that there's some sort of caking agent to make those pills stick together, like some maltodextrin or something of that nature.
So you can take them all at once? What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh, you're talking about in the pill.
Yeah. There's got to be some sort of agent right there, keeping that shit caked together when they press it. So that's got to have some calories, right? Are we accounting for this? If I'm taking 15 Xanax a day and a bottle of Franzia, am I accounting for all that?
The bottle of Franzia is definitely in the calorie counting app. I would laugh if there was a white woman out there that she's like, oh, it's not listed in here, but I just put 1. But they just put 1 calorie.
And for those of you white women out there who are tracking your calories and drinking your wine, you do need to measure the amount of wine. Just because your cup's this fucking big, you don't get to put 1 cup in your calorie count.
That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right. I mean, it does have in ounces for servings, right?
Yeah, but I feel like they're just looking past that and going, oh, 1 cup. Like, well, Karen, that 1 cup.
But a cup is an actual measurement.
Ounces.
1 cup is a measurement, though.
Yeah, but it's white people. They do what they want.
Maybe they're drinking out of the actual measuring cups, like being really regimented. I'll take a cup of coffee to actually get the cup.
You've just given me an idea.
That's some real white people shit right there.
I'm just going to stop using containers and cups, and I'm just going to buy a whole lot of Pyrex measuring cups, and I'm going to eat all my food that way. That way I can stop being husky, and I can, become what I've always wanted to be, a male exotic dancer.
I thought you wanted to be a Colombian drug lord.
I think the ship sailed on that one. So that's
Did
something
they?
you got to be. I found out you had to be like born into that. So
Well,
now my new passion
least
is dance.
which you can always do. You can always do that.
Be a dancer.
Yep.
I'm working on it.
Gotta move them hips.
I'm trying to get like my tan together, and I kind of have to learn how to dance because like two-stepping, I guess, doesn't get you a lot of tips on stage if you're just like, yeah, pull up the gun. Like no one really tips for that shit.
I hear the Running Man does well though.
I probably get some good swang in there when you're running, man.
Well, maybe you. I get no swing.
Oh, just
I
on
prefer it that way.
Just on the nut sack because it shit basically touches my fucking heels. You think I'm 90 years old if you see the back of my scrotum.
The back?
That's the type of hang I'm fucking with out here, man. You can see the back. You ever watch me walk down the hall from the shower to my bedroom?
I've never.
Hanging out the back, son. Swanging. Like a fucking... This is part of the show where I'd like you to insert a clip of a fucking Cadillac with 84 elbows, just fuck swang, and I'll swang, and I'll do it. How
about just like a little kid on the swing set? Like two kids on a swing set.
That might be borderline inappropriate.
In unison?
For the context.
Superimposed an ass on top of the swing set.
Swanging.
The boys are swinging. You're stupid.
Basically.
This podcast is not going well. It's not. It is, but it isn't.
It's everything I thought it would be.
It is. You're right. I think we're going to lose viewers. By the way, if you hear water rushing in the background, it's my wife managing a fish tank. I don't have like some weird indigestion.
Oh, I thought we were just like setting some calming tone. Like I was kind of digging it for real. I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm feeling very peaceful. Like I'm just out on the beach.
Well, if I get this job in Indiana, I'm gonna have a study / set built into it. We'll get all this figured out.
I'm down. I'm actually
especially if you join me.
Shout
Lego Death Stars every Saturday.
Shout out to Mama Glide because I'm laying claims on a room in there.
Yeah, for sure. That's fine. We got a 15-person tent.
You know what? I'm not living in a tent. I don't do that. I don't do tents. I got too much money to be sleeping in a fucking tent. But I don't have very much money.
The score is now 11-2 after Marcus Semerian just hit a 2-run jack.
Oh, speaking of running up the score, did you see the little Ohio State-Michigan beef that transpired after one of their conference calls with the Big Ten?
No, but they're not playing, so what's the problem?
Well, I just thought we'd bring it up because your boy Hardball was trying to throw shade, saying like he's insinuating or pointing out that I guess some of the staff may have been violating some of the COVID guidelines, like one of the linebacker coaches when he was interacting with the players.
I was worried when he said violating because I wasn't sure where this was going to go, seeing as it was a Big Ten.
Well, and it's Ohio State. Let's not pretend that there ain't a lot of violating happening out there. But allegedly, Ryan Day came back from that conference call, was speaking to his team, and he said something along the lines of, we're putting 100 on Michigan this year. Not, not taking the starters out, not fucking being generous. He's going old school Woody Hayes, and he's running the numbers up, and he wants to put 100 on them.
I like it. Is there you played baseball. Is there a running up the score kind of unsaid rule in baseball? Or is it general rule that you just get as many as you can get?
I feel like in baseball it's a little different because you're batting. You're not just going to go up there and get dusted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not pulling players for baseball. That's, you know what I'm saying? So like 11-2 running up the score, it's kind of like almost, I don't know, I guess you'd say just it happens.
Well, there's a benefit to it too. That's the other thing. I was thinking about that. Like, so it's not just a game; it's a series.
Yeah.
So you're in the first game and you just continue to hammer away at that bullpen. You're basically buying yourself pitches in the next game.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have to get through the starter no matter what, but you're clearing out the relief.
Yeah, you're putting numbers on those arms too. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's got to be accounted for.
That's the only reason I can see that. I mean, it would be different if there was a time constraint on it or something like that. Like basketball, running up the score in basketball is kind of a no-go because, well, I mean, if you only have 10 minutes left in the game, you don't need to be jacking threes when you're up by 20.
Yeah, and
there's no benefit to that.
You put the subs in, you let them play their garbage minutes, but you're not really doing that in baseball. You're not going up there saying, you know what, I'll just hit a single instead of a double this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's no running up the score in baseball, I feel like.
No, it's very organic.
And you're not supposed to run up the score in golf.
That's what I do. That doesn't go well. I'm running that bitch up like 90, motherfucker, what's good?
Wait, I dropped 118 this weekend. I ran up the score. What were you playing? Golf?
Oh, you shot a 81. Y'all ain't shit. 95, motherfucker. You realize you didn't win. You lost. Like, oh.
But I ran up the score.
But I drank more White Claw than you.
I feel like that's going to be my new comment on the golf course after this. By the way, these are not things that we've ever said to each other. If I had said I'm going for yards in a football game, that would be going off of old material.
Going for yards.
Oh, shit. I lost my technical difficulties.
Who that? We're going to edit that out.
Oh, back.
Okay.
The app has limitations, I guess. So we were sitting at hour and a half or so.
Oh, damn. I didn't know it's been that long.
You think we got enough?
I think we can send it home.
You got any shout outs?
Let's see. Shout out to Bodie. Private security, always on guard, as you heard earlier. So just want to give him his props on that.
That's it? It's the only shout out you got?
Oh,
if I wore this flat cap like a fuck boy. I mix it together. I think that would play.
I'm not mad at it. It's got some flair to it. I like you. I like your leisure, how you're like laid back. You're just out here digging.
Yeah. They keep it too professional. Some of these podcasts are way too professional. I'm not trying to be professional out here. If I had me a servant bitch, I don't want to say anything too bad over here, waving me with a fan, that'd be even better.
Mama Glide?
Nope.
Enter the shop?
No.
Nope. It was a joke. Jokes.
Going there. Maybe the next one. No, that's about all I got. We talked shit about plenty of people. We gotta save some for the next show. Try to have this uploaded at some point today. Well, it's been fucking good. What are we gonna do this bi-weekly? every 2 weeks or just before main event, before numbered UFC fights?
Yeah, I
Want to
like
do
that.
that just
We
before
can do.
numbered events?
We can. We can do that
And
for now, and then we'll see where we're at.
then maybe we'll go IG live every once in a while if we have something to talk about before then that won't be relevant by the next time
Yeah,
we do a podcast.
yeah. If any
Um,
pressing business hits the streets.
well, I think that's a wrap for the first episode. This was Papa Glide, aka Elmer Mudd, aka the Very Rare White Shooter, and the Husky Messiah.
I
Um,
was gonna say.
welcome to
Okay.
Left Hooks Are Free, where right hooks always half off.